Hey mates, I'm Alex.
And I'm Gaston.
Welcome to Power Mate.
This is a place to learn and share about Fabric and Power Platform. If this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this channel with your friends and colleagues. So, Power Mates, 6 big things hit Power Platform in the last few months. Most of you probably saw the headlines and move on. We are going to tell you which ones you actually need to care about today and which ones can wait.
First up, and probably the one that will affect the most users, the M365 Copilot chat in model-driven applications. So M365 Copilot chat is now embedded inside model-driven applications. Now it's on public preview. What that means, your end users not longer have to switch to Teams or Office to ask Copilot a question about the record that they are looking at. Copilot, it's right there in the app, reasoning over the data on the screen, plus their data and that. So, and it is not just summarization. Researchers and analyst agents are available too. So your sales representatives on an opportunity record can ask, for example, pull recent news about this account and tell me what's relevant for the call. And boom, then directly in the app.
Yeah, and for makers, the setup is a Power Platform admin free plus,
Correct.
upper, app angle of this one. So couple of things, and you don't have to kind of rebuild anything. The limitations to know model driven only right now, Canvas app haven't gotten this yet. So I expect, a couple of things, on this one. I expect that's coming, but if you're Canvas first, this is not your update.
Yes, sorry for that. It's coming. So, and maybe a second limitation. It's this is preview. It's going GA soon, but so please test in a dev environment before, for example, turning it on for your CFO. And so let's continue. The other one is like the Power Apps MCP and the agent feed. This is a big one because the Power Apps MCP server and the redesigned agent feed went into public preview last February, but now, and it's a good one, starting this month of May 1st, agent feed will support those agents only that use the Power Apps MCP server to create that. Make sure your agents are properly onboarded to the Power Apps MCP server by the day, so by May 1st, of course. But if you're seeing some issues, please take a look on that now, because if your agent don't use the Power Apps MCP server, the agent feed won't appear in your model, your model-driven application. So that's why if you're seeing some issues, maybe because of that.
Yeah, we are going to be actually doing a full episode on this one next, so we will keep it short. The headline is your Power Apps can now expose tools that AI agents call, starting with data entry, expanding to full CRUD over time.
So, and the agent feed gives you a shared workspace when a human reviews and approves what the agent did before the record is committed.
And if you build forms heavy line of business apps, this is the update of the year. Stay tuned for the deep dive. Now into the Canvas app updates. There's a new modern car control in public preview, and this one, I know it sounds small, but it's actually a big quality of life win. So Alex, walk me through it.
Today, if you want to build a tile style layout, a card with an image, a title, a description, a button, you have to compose 4 or 5 classic controls inside a container, and then you have to handle, the responsiveness yourself, which is where Canvas apps always feels a little fragile,
Yeah, exactly. And the new card is a single layout, a work control, vertical, horizontal, automatic responsiveness, Fluent UI styling out of the box.
on top of that is your less component soup, more consistent look across your app portfolio. And this matters for any maker who builds catalog views, dashboard styles, a summary screen, for example, which is basically for everyone. So okay, let's jump to the next one and then copy paste. So then copy paste is available again. It's GA. And why I love this, so probably every PowerMate watching has at some point spent an afternoon, trying to match the colors of an app to another and going slowly insane.
I gotta say that, Alex, I know exactly the afternoon that you're talking about. Now you have the copy theme from one canvas app to the other one, paste it into the next, colors, typography, all the styling tokens, everything done.
Yeah, and the magic part is the themes export to a YAML. So if you're running, for example, a center of excellence, you can version control your themes. You can publish your brand standard as a YAML. And of course, honestly, this is governance at the scale. Discussions as a UX feature, it's really a brilliant move from the product team.
And if you have more than 3 power apps in production, set up a shared theme today. Future you will be really grateful around this. So the next one is smaller but very welcome across the community. The confirm function, and that kind of canvas, that now renders as a proper fluent dialogue instead of the ugly, you know. The ugly dialogue, that you have a native browser pop up.
So if you have ever shipped a Canvas app and someone complained that the are you sure dialogue look like a 2000s alert box, so this is for you.
Yeah, the caveat here is you need modern controls turned on. If you are still on legacy, you get the browser dialog. So flip the toggle and it returns the same way, true, false, or blank if the click is outside. Drop in replacement.
Yeah, all right. So let's go to the last two things. One is this one is maybe you're going like this one is purely for the admins, and it is a huge one. Power Platform, because Power Platform Advisors now has a recommendation that lets you migrate Canvas app and custom SharePoint forms out of the default environment into a managed environment. So we've been complaining about the default environment for what, 3, 4, 5 years?
Even probably longer of those years. Is where every citizen developer drops their first app and then it becomes the ungovernable swap. So now you have two options: manual migrations through the recommendations page in PPAC, or automated via the Power Platform for the admin B2 connector.
Yeah, and when you migrate, you choose leave the original in place, quarantine it, or delete it. So you have a clean cutover story. So PowerMate running, for example, a COE. This is a cleanup tool that you have been waiting for. Build your migration runbook, communicate to your makers, and then start the movie. So last but not least, code apps. Code apps are GA now, and that's great.
Yeah, we are doing a full episode on this too next, but because it's a fundamental shift in how pro code teams use Power Platform. Building React, Vue, your IDE of choice, deploy as governed Power Platform with asset with a DLP and conditional access baked in.
Yeah, and if you have web developers, on your organization who've never touched Power Platform, this is your way to bringing them in.
Yeah, and PowerMates, that's the updates that at least from all of us matter the most. Copilot chat in apps, MCP and agent feed in preview, modern card, team copy paste, fluent confirm, default environment migration, and code apps generally available.
So, quick question, PowerMate. Which one are you going to try first? So, drop it in the comment. We feature the best answers in the next month roundup, maybe.
And if you want the deep dive, subscribe, hit that bell. We are going to standalone episode on MCP and code apps in the next series. And remember that together, let's unlock the full potential of Power Platforms and Microsoft Power.